Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Brittany. Again, it feels like forever. This is the second video of the year with Beyond Beauty, and today is a very special video because this one was highly requested and recommended. This one is going to be about brushes. It's brushes 101. How do you use your brush? What brush to use? Where do we start? It's overwhelming, especially for amateur makeup artists and even sometimes pro makeup artists. Brushes sometimes can be the make or break or the deal breaker in your makeup application. And so with that being said, I'm going to jump right into this video because it's a lot of brushes I'm going to show you guys, and I'm going to try to condense it so that it's not too overwhelming for you guys. So the first brush I'm going to show you guys is going to be the, let's see which one I'm going to show you guys first, the foundation brush. Now this one here is actually it's called a different brush, but every foundation brush is going to look like this one. And this one here it's just going to be like a flat brush, and it's used to apply cream foundations and liquid foundations. It's synthetic in fiber. Normally I believe foundation brushes are synthetic in fiber. Yes, they are synthetic in fiber, and it's not to absorb the product, it's to keep the product on the bristles so that it just kind of applies easily on the skin. So you'll notice that every synthetic brush is going to be used a lot of times for application, and natural fiber brushes are not going to be used for application. A lot of times they're used for blending because they absorb product, if that makes any sense. If not, then put your questions in the comment section below and I'll answer any detailed question that you may have. In that same family, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a brush that I use to apply foundation as well. Buffing brush. And this one's from Real Techniques. A lot of the brushes that you'll see in this video today are going to be from Real Techniques because that's the brand that I primarily use. It's a very inexpensive line. However, the quality is phenomenal. It is professional grade, so you can get it at drugstores as well, like Walgreens, Walmart, you name it. This one here is the buffing brush, and as you can see, unlike the foundation brush, it's not flat. So it's more of a bushy, for lack of better words, dense brush. This is also synthetic fiber. However, so it's not going to absorb the product so much, which is good because you don't want to waste product. The more the brush absorbs product, the more product you're going to waste. So synthetic brushes are ideal for just preserving your makeup. So yeah, this one here again is a bushy brush, and what it's used for is just blending, and exactly what the name is called, buffing. You just buff it onto the skin. Now I should have had a fresh face for this video. Now that I'm thinking about it, I should have had a fresh face so that I could demonstrate to you guys how to use the brushes, which would have made all the sense in the world. Dang it. I'll make another video for you guys so you could see how the brushes work. But in the meantime, if you're in a rush and you just need to find out right now really quick, boom, here, boom. Just use your imagination, divine imagination on how it's used. And so yeah, you're using the foundation to blend and buff this one on, and it's beautiful. It actually is like an airbrushed kind of effect. So you'll see, like when you're buffing the brush on your face, it leaves the makeup looking really smooth and flawless. I love using buffing brushes for aerosol foundations. So like the Christian Dior Flash, I think it's called Dior Flash foundation. I love to just like spray that right on the brush and then just blend it on, because with spray foundations they could get kind of messy, and that's the cleanest and more effective way to use that product with a brush like that. Moving forward, let's see, and sorry if I'm talking fast again. Y'all, I had a video for 50 minutes. If y'all look at my, I'll put a little tag, a card up. But yeah, I had a video, y'all, for 50 minutes, so I could talk. So I have to make this really quick. So those of you who are bothered by fast talkers, please refer to another video because that's just how I'm going to talk in this one. The next one is going to be this one here, which is also considered a foundation brush as well. But if you could take a look at the size of the brush, it's actually pretty small, so it could be used as a concealer brush as well. So let's pretend that this one is a concealer brush, even though I think this one is, yeah, this one, Real Techniques considers this one a foundation. I would say this one would be used to apply foundation. You could do that, or even concealer, because again, it's a smaller size brush. Most concealer brushes actually are more rounded, and that is to get in the hard to reach areas and the crevices. But with the square brush, I don't see that it's rocket science. I think you can kind of just get the same effect as well. And concealer brushes obviously are used to apply your concealer. So you would have your concealer and you would just kind of use this brush to get again in the hard to reach areas and to blend your concealer on your face. See, let me see if I can find a brush that would be considered like a concealer brush. It would probably be something like this one, how rounded it is and how much smaller it is. So this one also could be considered a concealer brush too, and that's dope because this one is from Wet n Wild and it's only $1. We have another brush which is from Real Techniques, and this one is called the Definer brush. The Definer brush is good for like really hard to, that's my baby, really hard to reach areas on your face. So like under your eyes and crevices, or even like a lot of times we'll use brushes like this for our brow bone, like our highlighter around our eyebrows. It's just great for like crevices and just really like details that you want to really focus on. So that's that one. And also you can apply like eyeliners with this one too if you want to. You can get snazzy and do that. And this is something that I definitely want to stress in this video to you guys, is that makeup is not, it's not no guarantees, no warranties. It's an art form. So real talk, you can do whatever you want to do. You can literally make, I've seen people use eyeshadow brushes for concealer. I've seen people use liner brushes for their lips, eyeliner brushes for their lips, their eyebrows. There's no rules to it at all. So just stay an artist and keep an open mind when you're using application products, because you might surprise yourself. And I think that mentality as you're doing your makeup and being an artist, it will actually cause you to be a better artist. It'll cause you to think outside the box and not be so like everybody else, you know. It'll kind of create your own individual style even with your makeup application on your face. So that's something that's really key. That's a key. Here, this is my all-time favorite brush. This one is the number 12 brush from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This one is used for eyeliners. You can be used for eyeliners, but it's used primarily for eyebrows. So you can use eyebrow gels, eyebrow creams, eyebrow powders with this. And I prefer this particular brush because this brush is so dense, and it has a little movement but not that much, and so you have a lot more control with this one. It's just a really great crafted brush. And of course most eyebrow brushes are going to have a spoolie on the other end, and that's to just brush your brows out as you're going along. The more you brush your brows as you're applying your brow products, the better the brow will look, in my opinion. Let's jump to blush brushes. Dollar brush, one of my favorite brushes in the world. It's an angled brush. I love using angled brushes for blush because you're able to get a good contour or a good perspective when applying with a brush like this. And also, since it's pointed in a way, it kind of goes along the contour of your cheeks really easily. Again, this one's $1 and I freaking love it. But of course there's better quality products on the market all day. Of course there are. But that's actually the one that I personally prefer. This is another brush that I use for applying blush and or highlighter. I would actually use this one preferably for highlighter, and I just go right above the apples of my cheeks with this brush here, and it is just a perfect size for your highlight, just to kind of get it right on top of the apples of the cheeks, and even on the bridge of the nose is such a great brush. Also, it's kind of thin on the ends, and that's on purpose. It kind of has a wispy effect, so it blends really well. Okay, next is going to be this here brush, which is considered the sculpting brush. Real Techniques actually has another brush called the Expert Face Brush, which is very similar to this one as well, but it's a dense brush. And so brushes like this are used to sculpt and to contour, to add your shade to your face or the shadow to your face. So the darker tones will go around or under your highlight, and this brush here will do it. Dense brushes are used because they don't move as much, and so you have more control of where the product goes, which is very essential when you're using a darker shade, because you don't want to get it to bleed on other parts of your face, because if it does, then that'll disrupt the look that you're trying to achieve. So you definitely want to keep it contained, and that's what a brush like this will do. This one's angled, which I like, and it also came in a set of other brushes, and so I believe this set was like 20 bucks. So this one is a great, if you're looking for a good contour brush, this is something to definitely consider. Our eyeshadow brushes, so I'm going to show you a fluffy eyeshadow brush. This is again a Real Techniques brush, synthetic brush, and this one's used to apply your lid color. So as you can see, I have a blue shade there. This will help to apply that color. This also has like a wispy end as well, so it's really good for blending the product onto your lid, which is dope. But if you're looking for a lot of color payoff, you want something that's going to make your eyeshadow pop and layer it on very heavy, then a flatter eyeshadow brush, this one's a domed eyeshadow brush, is ideal, because instead of brushing it on or wiping it on, you're actually pressing it on and packing it on to your eye. So you can kind of, you know, get the product on the brush however you can, and then you would just pack it on the eye. And this brush, again, this is, I believe, a natural fiber brush as well. This is sable hair, and this one's great for packing product on to the eye. And this one is the blending eye brush, or also known as a crease brush, from e.l.f. Cosmetics. This one, as you can see, is domed, and you would use this to apply your crease color or your transitional shade. So if you see my eyeshadow color, you see the dark color in the crease, but then you also see like that lighter red right above it. You can use this to apply both of those products onto your eye. And I use, again, this to just put the product on. I try not to use this to blend, but you can, but this is just not my personal preference to blend crease products on. What I do use to blend eyeshadows is this brush here. This is a blending brush, and they all look like this one. They come in all different types of materials or mediums, so you can get it for like a synthetic fiber. You can also get it for a natural fiber, and either way, I just love this type of brush. It's just great for just blending the product out and just like getting a good blend so that your eyeshadow just kind of melts into each other, which you definitely want anytime you're applying eyeshadow. Even if you use just one eyeshadow color, you want it to look blended. You want it to look smooth. You don't want it to look blotchy. Next we have the fan brush, which is a dope brush to use for just like dusting away excess powder. So if you cake your foundation like I do, then this is a fabulous brush to use to just dust that powder right off your face. Or even if you want to dust powder onto your face lightly, a light application of like a translucent powder or something like that, a brush like this will do the job. Also, people use it for contouring. It's a good brush to, again, concentrate the product in a certain area, and it's has such that kind of domed effect that it's easy to kind of just create those lines or sharp lines for contouring on the face. So this one is a fabulous brush, and I just like the way it looks. I love to have it in my brush collection just because it just makes, I feel like your brush collection really isn't complete without you seeing a fan brush of some sort. And this one is the lip liner brush. What differentiates the lip liner brush from an eyeliner brush is that normally eyeliner brushes have the same shape, however, it's not as dense. So a lot of times lipstick or lip liner brushes are going to be a lot more dense so that it gets a lot more product. Eyeliner brushes, less product. Lip brushes, more product. So you can get like more lipstick on and to apply it better. A lip brush is good for like smoothing product on, even if like you've used a lipstick. You can use this to apply like your lip gloss on top so that you're not cross-contaminating product. Meaning if you used a lipstick on your lip and then you got a lip gloss that you have to apply on your lip too, it starts to cross-contaminate the product and you'll start to see like chunks in the color of your lipstick and your lip gloss. And to prevent all that drama, you just use something like this. Apply your lipstick, right? And then you can just dip this or apply your gloss on top, and or vice versa, however you choose. But these are always great to use in your arsenal, especially for professional artists that have clients. You definitely want to use a lipstick brush or a lip liner brush to apply lipsticks and lip liners, just to keep sanitary. So that is definitely a must for pro artists. One of the things that I would say is like an honorable mention would be these. I don't know what I do with my beauty blender, but I have these. These are also Real Techniques products, but I heard that, should I mention their name? I guess Tarte. I heard they have one like it, but I would say that this one is a great alternative, a great dupe, because it's almost identical. You have the flat end here, and this is great for applying. If you want to bake your makeup, you can apply your translucent powders or your banana powders with this part, or even better, using a smaller one, because it really gets in good right under the eye, on the nose, on the forehead. You can use something like this for, you know, just to cover. And also you can use this damp or you can use it dry. You can also use this particular one for applying your liquid foundations as well, just like you would use your beauty blender. So I really like these ones. Also, they have the pointed end just to get in certain areas as well, which is pretty dope to me. And the same thing with this one too. Really dope. Love these for again, you can apply translucent powders. You can apply your liquid foundations with these as well. Also, I want to share with you guys a couple of tricks before I go. I want to share with you guys a couple of things that I do, and these are just cool ideas. I'm the girl that call myself innovative, and I like to save money. I don't know how else to put it. Anyway, so I like to save money, so I'll show you a really dope way to store your brushes that is inexpensive. I actually purchased this here, which is like a mock, or like a copy of a copper mug. Copper mugs tend to be about $10 just for one cup. This one, again, I got from the Dollar Tree for only $1, and it's, again, a dupe of a copper mug. And I like to store my brushes in here because it just looks so cute. And this is, again, when I do my setup for my clients, I like to keep my brushes. In that, and it just kind of looks really clean and sterile, and I just kind of love that. But if you got the coin and get you a couple of $10 mugs just to store, or even tumblers, copper tumblers are so dope as well. Go ahead and cop them, and just even for yourself, store them up in your room. You'll see how cute it is and how the metallic really pops in the room, especially when you have like a minimalistic decor. It's so pretty. Also, Dollar Tree has like these really gnarly, I don't know what this is, some kind of bowl. I don't know what you would store in this normally, what they intended it for, but I use these for my sponges when I'm working with clients. I keep my sponges in here, and again, it's just really sterile, and it's just a really neat way to store your sponges. And again, you can use this in your personal life as well. And make sure you take care of your brushes, okay? Just like for us naturalistas, we have to take care of our natural hair, you know, at least once and twice a week, and make sure we're maintaining it every day. Same thing with your brushes. You want to make sure that you wash your brushes at least once a week. Wash them once a week. Your personal brushes, your brushes for your clients, you should be washing after every time you use them. However, for yourself, the minimum is once a week. And what I mean by washing is, I'm talking about like getting soap and water and really getting in good and cleaning your brushes. I'll put a link to one of my videos that I made for a really cool brush cleaning mat that I created for myself. I'll put that at the end of this video so you can check that out, because I love the way it cleans my brushes. I used to use my hands, now I use a brush cleaning mat, which really helps me a lot. But again, washing them every week. Choose to wash them instead of using dishwashing liquid. Choose to wash them with a good shampoo. Brushes are an investment. They're not cheap normally, and so you want to make sure you're washing them with good quality shampoos. I would even do like a hydrating shampoo, so that if you are using natural fiber brushes, it doesn't break the hair off or cause it to shed any more than it does naturally. Or, you know, if you do use a dishwashing liquid, make sure that you use something that has like, I think they have like a Dove one, or some that have like to like hydrate your hands while you're washing. Use those kind, those gentle formulas, but that will cut the grease. Use those kind. So you want to leave them out to dry. I don't like to store them in anything when I'm drying them, because for some reason when you store them together like this, I just feel like in my mind it's just so unsanitary, even though I just clean them. Not only that, but they don't dry as fast, which is very strange. So get some form of a placemat. You know, I purchased a placemat from the Dollar Tree. And you just kind of lay your brushes out, let them. I hope you enjoyed this video, especially for those of you who had requested this particular video. This is for you. Also, again, I'm going to do another video with a fresh face where I apply the brushes and use the brushes so you can see the effect that they have as well, and I'll do that in the future. But until then, again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like this video, okay? I'm looking. Okay, I'm checking, especially for y'all that know me. I'm looking to see if y'all liking my videos, okay? Like it, subscribe to this channel, and also hit the notification bell just in case. If you just want to be up on all my new videos, if you love me that much, go ahead and hit that notification bell. And share the video. Why not? Why not? Why you hating? Until next time, I love you guys all for watching, and thank you for watching Beyond Beauty with your girl, Brittany.